It's generally believed in the scientific community that wolves have been cooperating with us for 15 or 20,000 years, if not longer, as hunting companions, as guardians, as company. The Indians here use them to pull travois, to pull baggage. So there's been a long and well-established connection emotionally between humans and wolves.
Wally Sykes says he sometimes feels like a lone wolf in his small town of Joseph. He stands up for wolves in a place where most residents want to take them down.
Wolves display so many characteristics that, that are admired in humans. Wolves are loyal, they're tenacious, they're competent, they're wonderful parents.
Sykes believes man can reestablish that connection with wolves and coexist with them in the modern world.
Once you get to know wolves, and the more you know about them, the more you appreciate what an admirable creature they are.
Wolves are a constant presence on Hunter Limbaugh's ranch in Wallowa County.
They don't stay very long. They don't like being out in the open.
For 4 generations, Limbaugh's family has maintained 500 acres near Ruby Peak.
It's really old ground. It's good ground, good for cattle.
This month, Limbaugh is bringing cattle back to his family's property for the first time in 40 years.
Did it give you a sense of pause with the situation with the wolves? Does it make you nervous in any way?
I mean, of course I'm nervous. I mean, you know, this ranch is kind of big, but I mean, we don't have the funds to replace something like that. I mean, if you think about it, it's about 1,000 to 1,500, even 2,000 for a yearling. And if I lose one of those, that's a lot of money out of my family. And you know, it's always a nervous thought that you could lose that much investment in something.
Under the state's wolf management plan, ranchers who can prove a wolf's involvement in the depredation of livestock can make a lethal action request. That's why the state's most notorious wolf, OR4, was killed last March. State and federal officials encourage ranchers to exhaust all non-lethal measures before the government steps in to remove the wolves.
We have no recorded depredations on the Umatilla Indian Reservation at this time.
As the wildlife program manager for the Umatilla Indian Reservation, Carl Sheeler is responsible for helping ranchers protect their livestock while respecting the role of the wolf in today's ecosystem and the tribe's history.
We have a number of families that carry the surname of Wolf. They're a part of the traditions and culture throughout the stories that the tribes tell.
Sheeler believes the key to the tribe's success in coexisting with the wolves is the proper and vigilant use of non-lethal measures, like guard dogs and range riders.
We worked with our local ranching community, both tribal and non-tribal, early on to educate them about the non-lethal alternatives that are available and implemented those broadly across the reservation.
Back on the Limbaugh Ranch, previous generations are handing down some of those same lessons to today's cattlemen.
My grandpa has some good ideas, basically just trying to make a presence constantly and then just kind of be a shepherd all the time back in the old days with sheep.
With more than 110 wolves now roaming across the state, experts believe it's only a matter of time before more packs and the conflicts that travel with them are here in Central Oregon.
I expect we will see very rapid colonization of areas that previously have not had documentation of wolf packs, possibly this year.
Looking ahead 3, 5, 10 years down the road, where do you see the issue going? And are you optimistic or are you discouraged?
I'm guarded. The more wolves we have, the more conflict we're going to have in more places.